Apostle John Radebe, one of the pastors who was arrested in a church scuffle between the police and the church members in the Vaal at the weekend, has been released. He says government had no right to shut down churches.
The government has no mandate, he has no right, he has no power, he has no right to rule in the church.
When directives are made in platforms that are far from us. We only needed a platform for our own leadership to hear the pain of the directives. Other than that, there's nothing that I can say. But I really want to say this. As the church, we don't rebel against the government because the Bible itself urges us to submit to them. So police said to do their way. They are the law enforcers. They were given the mandate to do that, and they just did that. I'm only happy if our cry is being heard by our own government, that they cannot shut down the church. If they have to, proper consultations to be done.
He has consequently issued a firm instruction that irrespective of what happens, churches will be opened.
Concluded that from this Sunday, we reopen the doors of the churches. We can no longer abide with the ruling of the president.
He said the South African Council of Churches cannot decide for them since they are not members of the council.
Own government and also the South African Council of Churches. Look here, Sam. We are not a member of South African Council of Churches. We are not their affiliates, so they cannot decide on our behalf.
I can understand the frustration, especially of churches that depend entirely on the weekly takings of collection at the church for their revenue streams. And this is quite understandable. There are a lot of churches that depend on that. But also we are sitting with a situation where we average 18,000 infections a day. I mean, the other day it was 21,000 and today it is 17,000. There is nobody who is not conscious of the gravity of the current situation. All hospitals are full and people are lining up. You cannot get high care. People are dying. I don't know anybody that doesn't know somebody that has died. And so the nation is sitting with a very grave situation. And I think all of us need to see how to contribute to that as best we can. The complaint that they were not consulted, again, I think it's just an expression of frustration because no government can possibly consult every fraternal in every municipality across the country. In fact, even national organizations such as the SACC were not consulted. Nobody gets consulted when government decides necessarily on these kinds of things. We all were shocked by the decisions that were made, but we had to abide by them because we see what it is seeking to achieve.
Several churches were closed by law enforcement in the Vaal amidst scuffle, and pastors were arrested for holding services during the adjustable lockdown level 3, which did not permit such gatherings, which are considered super spreaders. Some congregants say their rights to speech and worship cannot be deprived of them.
Arrest us! We have a right of movement! We have a right of speech! We have a right of religion! This is our land!
Yes, we are tired of this thing for the church.
Apostle Radebe said the church plays an important role in the community and it should not be closed.
Some of the people leave from the church. I, for one, when I'm here, I was actually devastated yesterday thinking about the people that actually receive support from the offerings that I receive from the church. So now if the church is shut down, no offering, no help from the government, you understand? And when you go to the shops, you have to buy stuff. So that was actually, so we wanted our own leadership to understand that please, our own government, when you do these things, this is how we are being. We understand that there is a pandemic in the country. And I believe as a church we have done our best to observe the COVID protocols.
The apostle, together with 2 others, were released after spending a night in police custody.